This is a special duty Type 40 locomotive built by the Electromotive Division of General Motors. Known as an SD40-2, this locomotive is one of the most successful designs of all time. A 16-cylinder diesel-electric motor provides a stomping 3,000 horsepower. First off, walk over to the locomotive as indicated. Open the cab door and proceed inside. To take control, you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down. Safety always comes first on the railroad. So to start with, we need to let those around us know this locomotive is operational. Begin by turning the forward headlights control to bright. There are three key controls to operating this locomotive: the reverser, brakes, and throttle. The reverser determines direction of travel. Put this into forward. To the left is the auto brake, which applies brakes along the entire length of the train. Let's move this to release. We're about to move, so make 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone around. Remember, safety first. Now add some power, but not too much. Too much power too soon can damage both the locomotive and the cars. Always start off nice and slowly. Increase the throttle lever by 1 notch. You're moving! Great work. To maintain a constant speed, move the throttle back to its idle position. That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive. So let's bring it to a stop. Move the auto brake to initial reduction. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and its cargo. This locomotive is the AC 4400 CW built by General Electric Transportation of Erie, Pennsylvania. This is the workhorse of the sand patch grade, able to generate a staggering 4,400 horsepower from its motor. First off, walk over to the locomotive as indicated. Open the cab door and proceed inside. To take control, you'll want the engineer's seat. Head over and sit down. Let's get started by letting those around. There are 3 key controls. The right-hand levers are the brakes. There are separate controls for the entire train and for just the locomotive. Pull the independent brake lever all the way towards you. We're about to move, so make 2 blasts of the horn to alert anyone. You're moving! That concludes the basic engineer training on this locomotive, so let's bring it to a stop. Move the independent brake forward a short distance. As with applying power, too much brake pressure applied too quickly can be detrimental to the train and its cargo. Let's take a look at how to use the turntable. It'll come in useful around Cumberland Yard. There are 2 key components: the table, which must be locked in place to use, and the control cabin where the table is operated from. Take a seat inside the control cabin and we'll get started. On the left is a monitor to view the action outside. In the middle is the rotation control. And on the right is the table lock control. Let's activate the desk by turning the monitor on and unlocking the table. Now we want to rotate the table to point towards the nearby locomotive. Click and drag. Before we head over to the locomotive, be sure to lock the table again so that the turntable is safe to drive onto. As you drive. Once stopped, climb down from the locomotive and head back to the control cabin. Using the rotation control, turn the table and locomotive to the indicated track. Lock the turntable in place before you leave, then climb back aboard the locomotive and run it to the designated marker. Coal loading is a common occurrence on Sandpatch grade, so we better take a look at how to do it. To engage the loading process, the train must be moving at a constant rate and not exceeding the speed limit. In order to move the train very slowly, this locomotive is fitted with speed control. This is located on the integrated function display. We're now ready to move under the coal loader ahead, so get the train moving. As we have set the slow speed control, it does not matter what throttle position is used, the locomotive will only travel at the indicated speed. When the train is within range, the loader will activate and a notification will appear. The process of loading the cars is completely automated. As each car passes under the chute, the loader will dispense coal until it is full. This will continue until all the cars are loaded. With the train under semi-automatic control, you can watch the loading process from an external camera. To bring the train to a halt, return the throttle handle to idle, and on the integrated function display, press slow speed control off. Now bring the train to a stop. You're now trained on loading coal. There are two facilities for coal loading on the Sandpatch grade, Rockwood Mine and Shaw Mine.